Alright, chicos, time to go on to a few more object pronouns. Today you're going to learn about indirect object pronouns. Indirect object pronouns identify to whom or for whom an action is done, which means they are people. The indirect object pronouns are me, te, le, nos, os, les. These are the same pronouns that we use with verbs like gustar, and just like when we learned verbs like gustar, you can use the same clarifiers or emphasizers before the indirect object pronouns. So for example, before me you could put a, me, a, ti, a, él, a, ella, a usted, a nosotros, a vosotros, a ellos, a ellas, a ustedes. Indirect object pronouns are placed before a conjugated verb. For example, mis padres me compran muchos regalos. Compran is the conjugated verb. Here's the indirect object pronouns. My parents buy me many things. Ejemplos en práctica. Here's some examples of sentences that have indirect object pronouns in them. I tell them secrets. They give me presents. We buy you books. She sells them tickets. You send us letters. Now, there's a subject of the sentence and the other person in the sentence is the indirect object pronoun. So to figure out where to put it, you need to ask yourself, who is doing the action? That's your verb. And to whom or for whom is something intended. Remember that, to whom, for whom. And that's your indirect object pronoun. I tell them secrets. Okay, so what is the action and who is doing it? So I tell. So circle the verb. Nope, underline the verb. To whom or for whom is something intended? Well, them. They're the ones receiving the secrets. So les is the indirect object pronoun. So go ahead and circle that. And then your example sentence will be les digo los secretos. There's your conjugated verb. Here is your indirect object pronoun. So here's some examples for you. They give me presents. We buy you books. She sells them tickets. You send us letters. So using your note sheet, it's all laid out nice and pretty for you. Write the indirect object pronoun, then the correct conjugation of the verb, and then the rest of the sentence. Pause and see what you write. So they give me presents. Me dan los regalos. We buy you books. Te compramos los libros. She sells them tickets. Les vende los boletos, or las entradas. You send us letters. Nos mandas las cartas. Notice who's doing the action, who receives something. Placement of indirect object pronouns. If you have a conjugated verb and an infinitive verb together, then the indirect object pronoun can either be placed before the conjugated verb or attached to the end of the infinitive. Mis padres me quieren dar muchas cosas. Here's the me before the conjugated verb. Or mis padres quieren darme muchas cosas. These sentences mean the exact same thing.